Do I have to repeat the same story I just said? Epic fail. Epic fail. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is me, Alicia. If this is your first time here, and if not, welcome back. Alright, we're here with an update. I've mentioned it before in the vlog. I feel like we need to do an update. We're gonna combine both of them in one. So if you remember earlier this year, I did my unorthodox wish list, and then I did my no buy for 2024. Well, here we are in this 8th month of 2024, and we need an update. All right, so I took it upon myself. We're gonna start with, let's see which one came up first. There it goes. We're gonna start with the wish list. I'm gonna let you guys know if I already have it, if it's still on the list for 2024, and then if I've taken it off the list, why I took it off. So let's just get into it. Hardwood Floors. They're still very much on the list. They are actually getting done when we go out of town for Alexander's birthday. I've had a couple of quotes, and I ended up going with this company because they are able, one, to do it in the timeline. I feel like everybody's getting their floors done. Like one guy gave me, he's like, it'll be 12 weeks. Don't say 12 weeks. Give me something realistic. 3 months. I think in terms of months. I'm like, but that's not going to happen. But I ended up going with this company because they are able to do it the week that we are gone. That's one thing. And then they have some machine, I can't remember, but it stains and cures them at the same time. So you don't have to worry about curing, like staining the floors and then having to wait a couple of days for them to dry. It can cure in the same day. And they do everything. Like they have a third party that comes in, moves all the furniture away from the hardwood floors, and then bring it all back. So I love being able to go on vacation and then coming back to whole new floors. Don't worry about it. You're definitely going to see that in the vlog. So that's definitely one that we are still keeping and we'll have done in the next 2 or 3 weeks. All right, next up, a porch edition. It's on our wish list. It's already been done. So I love it. I didn't know why when she built this house, she didn't build a covering on the front porch. It's mind-boggling. I guess she didn't really get packages. But there's like, I hated being able to be gone, especially when we're gone for all day or longer periods of time. Packages are just like out and exposed to the elements. So that was one of the first things we got done. I want to say we had that done in February, and maybe I will pop up a picture of just the porch, not the whole house. But it's just a little something now that we are into the additions where we're adding on for a guest house for my mom and mom-in-law. They might extend the porch to where it covers the entire front of the house, which for that I'm excited about. But for the most part, I have something to house my packages. And also I like to be able to like sit out there. Sometimes in the mornings I like to go out there, sit outside, because we live on a very quiet and quaint street, and just take in the day, especially those days that I know it's gonna be busy. So front porch edition, check. All right, next up is the Maison Margiela side split jeans. I have not gotten these, and if I'm being honest, I've had some people that have reached out and said that they are, so these jeans retail for about 700 United States dollars. And I have had some people reach out to me that there are websites like Essence and Farfetch that do have them for a cheaper price, which is still okay. So now we're looking at $500. But at this point in 2024, there are other things that I would like to dedicate my money to, and it doesn't involve a 500 or 700 pair of jeans. As much as I also haven't tried them on efficiently. They had a pair at my local Saks, but I've been told you kind of want to get them oversized, and they only had a 29. So when I tried them on, I was like, it's not giving oversized. And I figured that I would have to get them over, I would have to go up a couple of sizes just for my thighs and then get them altered. And in my head, I'm like, I'm paying let's just say best case scenario, I'm paying $500 for a pair of jeans, and then I have to take them to get altered. Like, God, I know you bless me, and I know that you just continue to work miracles in my life and in favor for me, but that ain't what I want to do with that. So They were on the wish list. They are now no longer on the wish list for 2024 or probably even 2025 and beyond. All right, next up we have the Baccarat Rouge 540 perfume. That is still on my wish list, but if I'm being honest with you, I'm probably not going to get it this year. And if you watch the vlogs, you would have noticed I, for whatever reason, don't have a clue, I have gotten a lot of perfume in PR, Prada, YSL, Finery, Victor Rolf. I've gotten quite a bit of perfume, and I don't know if I want to pay a couple $100 or $500 or so for perfume when I'm getting it all the time. And my most recent purchase of expensive perfume was Kilian Paris by Angel Share, and that was, I feel like that was worth it. Also, there are quite a bit of companies that are coming out with a dupe, and I had smelt Dossier had something that was very similar, and I couldn't tell the difference. Like, you could, maybe I would say in the dry down and in the longevity, so maybe it doesn't last as long throughout the day. But for right now, I'm getting so much perfume. I already have enough perfume that the Baccarat Rouge 540 is just not on the top of my list. So we'll probably put it on the list next year. Who knows? Maybe they'll send it to me. All right, next up, Chunky Dad sneakers. That is still on my list, and I have intentions on buying them when I go overseas. I'm not sure if you know, but the sneakers market overseas is phenomenal. I mean, especially when we went to London, the amount of shoe stores that we went in that I had never heard of before, but the availability, the inventory, the details, the design, the price point, phenomenal. So it is still very much on my wish list. I kind of think I want to get something in Nike or Adidas. I thought I wanted the New Balances. I think I'm good. So I'll pop up the two that I'm thinking about from Nike and then from Adidas. But we're gonna wait until we cross the pond to look. If I don't find anything over there, I will probably get the Vomeros. I think I listed it up here. But I want to see if there's something equivalent in London or not London, or Paris or Rome that I can find. Only because me and William went to Paris a couple of years ago for New Year's Eve, and I found these Nike sneakers, and I haven't been able to find them here since. So I'm gonna go over there and see if I can find something exclusive. All right, next up are the Gucci Mule / slippers Birkenstock. These, very much on my list. However, we're waiting until we go overseas, because I priced them over there, and I'm like, wow, why would I buy them here when I could save a couple $100 and buy them over there? So when we go to Rome for the book club, we have a vacation or a trip every year, and the girls decided, so this year they decided on Rome. And so while I'm in Rome, I'm gonna head over to a little Gucci store. I'm gonna get my slippers. I've already got the budget for it. Coinage is already sitting in my bank account. They're definitely on the wish list, and I see no, unless they are completely sold out in every Gucci store in Rome and Paris. I fully intend on having them by the time I get back. All right, next up, number 8 was a vintage luxury watch. And I said I was gonna do a fine jewelry collection or haul. You guys let me know if you want to see that. One of you guys had mentioned it, and I probably won't go into detail as far as like total carat diamond weight or even how much I paid. But if you guys are just interested in the collection, I would show you. So, and then I'll kind of give you the history behind it, because you guys know since I turned 30, I started buying myself a piece of fine jewelry every single year on my birthday. So the reason this vintage luxury watch was on my list for my 37th birthday, so when I turned 37 this year. And if you can remember, last year I told myself I bought these diamond earrings and that they should be coming in a minute now because I had just bought them. Well, I got them during Black Friday, and I got them at Belk, and they did not have them available in that store. So she said, well, of course, we can ship them to you. Great. Go in, give my information, pay for the earrings, get an order confirmation. Now I bought myself my earrings for my birthday. A week rolls by, 2 weeks roll by, 2.5 weeks roll by. And I was like, that's weird. You would have thought they would sent them by now. So I go in and I check the order, put in my order, and it says processing. Now we're in mid-December. I ordered these on Black Friday. Okay. Another week rolls by, another week rolls by. We're in January. I check, processing. Now I need to talk to somebody. So I finally call somebody from the store, and then she says, oh, well, I guess because they're probably trying to find somewhere to source them because maybe they're sold out. I said, okay, I'm just making sure. She's like, oh, but don't worry because you pay with your belt card. They don't charge you until they actually ship. Okay, fine. So eventually I'm going to get them. The last week of January / the first week of February, I can't remember, I get an email that my order has been canceled. I get an email that my order has been canceled. And I'm like, they didn't give me a reason. They didn't give me a reason. They just said my order has been canceled and the funds have been released because they have been sitting pending the whole time. And I was like, well, that's weird. So then I log back into Belt and I see the exact earrings and it says one available at the other store that's here in Birmingham. And now I'm like, okay, now this don't make no sense. So then I call that store and I say, hi, I'm confirming that you have so-and-so. And she asked me for the SKU. I give it to her. She says, yeah, we actually have 2 available. Okay, now we're about to fight. So then I call the 1-800 number that canceled my order and she says that, oh, it looks like they're out of stock. I said, that's crazy because I just called the Hoover store and she says, as she's looking at them, that they actually have 2 pair available. So I'm confused why my order was canceled. And she gave me a runaround that basically inventory levels it's not really completely out of stock, but inventory levels have to be at a certain point for them, whatever. I said, okay, got it, you cancel it. Can I go back in and not order at the current price, can I go back in and order at the price I got them for Black Friday? I see the order confirmation. Can I take this in? Between the order confirmation and order cancellation, will they let me buy them at the price that I bought them before you cancel them? She said no. So my 36th birthday, I now don't have a single piece of jewelry. And it's so annoying. It's so annoying. But it's also the first time that I have tried to order a piece of jewelry online. Normally I go in and I buy it and I take it home with me in the moment, but because they didn't have it and the sale was so great, I know Belk isn't international or even across the United States, but surely. Anyway, so because I didn't get anything, I say all that to say, my gosh, because I didn't get anything for my 36th birthday, we're gonna wait and push this watch next year, and I'm gonna get my diamond earrings this year. I've already started looking around some places. I'm definitely not going to Belt because if I do, I'm gonna go to where there's actually inventory available so I can buy my item at the same time. I think I still want those, but then I saw Le'Veon. Le'Veon has me in a chokehold. I just love their earrings. So I'm getting off topic. Vintage luxury watch that is now no longer on my wish list for this year. I just told you why, but it is definitely going to be added to my wish list for 2025. Number 9, travel to Switzerland. That is still on my wish list. I wanted to go in the fall because I've seen all these phenomenal train rides of just the countryside and all of the views and the mountains and the things and the way that the foliage turns, and it's just a vibe, right? We can't. August is busy. September is super packed, and we don't have a free weekend in October. And so much so that even though our anniversary is in September, we're not taking our anniversary trip until November. That's just how busy for us September and October is. So the plan is to go for my birthday, but I don't know how cold Switzerland is in December. So once we do the research, and when I mean William, I don't do the weather and the things, just let me know if we're going. I'll find a hotel and a flight and I'll book it. I'm a logistics person. I get us to the location. The weather and what we do around once we're at said location, that's not my ministry. So once William confirms that the average temperature is at a comfort level for us, then we'll go for my birthday. If not, we'll just pin it and go for our anniversary next year. So that's, I don't know, that's to be determined on whether it stays on the list for this year. All right, and number 10, month-long travel to San Juan or the Amalfi Coast. I hate that it's not gonna happen. It's just, and I honestly think I was out of my mind when I said that. What makes me think that I could go on vacation for an entire month with everything that I have going on, with all of the moving buckets, so no, that's not on the list. I would like for it to happen next year. If it did, it would have to be either in May or June of next year, because Essence, I still fully intend on going to Essence next year. With the way it's looking, our book club trip is going to be in August. We're going to have our anniversary trip in September. And of course, we want to take Alexander with us. So it's looking like May or June, maybe even April. So that's now no longer on our wish list for this year, but I'm adding it next year. Even if we don't go for a month, can we go for 2 weeks? A week and a half? Well, for us, the longest that we've been on a trip, me and William, has been 2 weeks when we did Greece. But for us and the kiddo, it's been a week. So even if we do 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks, just something longer than the week that we normally do. So that's going to be on the wish list for 2025 because we just don't have the time this year. All right, so that's it for our wish list for 2024. Let's do our no buy for 2024. All right, first up for our no buy for 2024 is mules, and I have not bought one. I don't know if I'm out of my mules era. Like, I didn't think that I would say that, but I probably will put on a pair of mules once every 2 weeks. Who am I? Who is this person? It's not me. I still have all of them, don't get me wrong, but I'm not reaching for them as much as I used to. And what I will say is I have no excuse. I don't know. I was trying to say maybe I don't like my feet enclosed, but I remember wearing mules last summer and the summer before that, and I shocked myself when it's been 8 months and I haven't bought a single pair of mules. I really haven't seen that many available, and I don't know if we're officially out the era. Even when I will go random shoe shopping, it's not something that's readily available. Like, every now and then a brand will have a mule, but for the most part, they're not really around that much. They're into the mesh. Now, you see the mesh mules, or you see like the mesh, the flats are back in. The girls are saying, put the back on my shoe. Give me a true flat. Okay, I'm not gonna walk around here with house shoes on, because that's what y'all are giving. So now that ballet flats and mesh flats are taking the girls by storm, you don't see a lot of them, but I'm just shocked that I haven't been pressured to buy a pair. So I will have to say, I think I'm going to be able to go the entire year without buying a mule. What does that say? All right, next up on my no buy, and this is why I really had to do the video, because some of y'all were coming for me in the comments because you're like, I remember what you said, is designer bags. And if you watched the video, maybe I should have been, like I said before, I should have been more specific. The reason why I said no designer bags was because I was buying these $3,000 and $4,000 and $5,000 bags and not wearing them because I was scared to mess them up and then them having no value whatsoever. And especially the reason why I came to that decision was because after I bought my Chanel bag while we were in London, that thing sat, even to this day, that thing sat on my shelf for months before I physically took that outside. Now, I would style it. I would give y'all a little 15-20 second video on Instagram and I will pull it. But when it came time to doing the things outside of these four walls, it stayed on the shelf. And if I'm being honest, the only reason why I haven't sold it is because it's constantly increasing in value. So it's one of the very few bags where I just bought it last year and the price to sell it back has already went up. So I'm keeping it strictly for investment properties. I have not worn that bag at all this year. So that's why I said I'm not buying designer bags. What I should have said is I'm not spending a lot of money on bags. I have recently found, and I love this new space, in vintage bags, vintage designer bags. The way that I have been finding some of the greatest vintage finds that I feel so comfortable taking out. So that's my adjustment, is that I am no longer buying high-end or high-priced designer bags. My budget for my bags moving forward, I would say, is $1,000 or less. Probably more so like $9 or less. So that's the asterisk that I should have put with the designer bags. All right, the next couple, we can just go through these really fastly. Foundations, I haven't bought a single foundation. For the most part, I have been buying like lip products, but as far like foundation, haven't bought it. Even concealer, I've had to buy the Makeup by Mario concealer once, and I was irritated because literally the next week I got a ton of their concealers. So as far as foundations, haven't bought a single foundation. Number 4, white button down. Haven't bought a white button down. With the exception of the Zara. I don't consider that one a standard white button down. You guys know what I mean when I say white button down. The white one that I have 12 of in my closet. Hadn't bought it. The one from Zara, the one that has like the sheer sleeves with the sheer back, I couldn't leave that one alone. And if you saw it, you wouldn't have left it alone either. But I'm not considering that a white button down because it's something different. Moving along. Next up, laser hair removal. Haven't done it. Not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. If there is someone in Birmingham and you have gotten laser hair removal and you are my color and it's worked, drop the company or drop the dermatologist in the comment section. But if I haven't physically seen someone of my dark skin go and have successful laser hair removal and it actually worked, not doing it. Next up, large purchases over $100. I failed miserably. I'm not even gonna sit here and hold you and be like, yes, no. And the thought process was to give it 24 hours. So I remember saying I'm gonna give it 24 hours for any purchase over $100. Miserable. I failed miserably. I literally bought that Angel Share Killian perfume. It took her 5 minutes to convince me I needed that perfume. And if I'm being honest, probably less. That perfume was $200. Now, logical me would have been like, Alicia, you have a lot of perfume at home. Give it 24 hours. Maybe you have something similar that you can combine some scents and you can do it at home. I smelled that perfume. I said, what's taking you so long? Get the iPad. Let's check out already. And she took PayPal. What's the holdup? So no, that's been an epic fail. Which leads us to number 7, impulse buys. Do I have to repeat the same story I just said? Epic fail. Epic fail. So, okay. And then number 8, extra clothing storage. I have not, well, I have and I have not. I have been buying extra bins, but that is because as I am getting rid of some stuff, I am putting the clothing in bins for the closet sale that I have coming up for my meet and greet. So technically it's a no, but if we're doing the letter of the no buy, then yes, but it's just strictly been to house. I'm giving shoes and clothing and bags and all this kind of stuff for the closet sale. So I have that in a nice closet downstairs. So that is it for my no buy. Anyway guys, you have made it to the end of this video. I don't know what to link, but if I find some things to link, I will link them for you below. I'll definitely want to link the sneakers. I'll link a couple of the Le'Veon pieces that I was talking about. I think that's it. What else? I'll link the Gucci slippers in case you're interested. The sauna blanket, check your budget. I think that goes without saying. Okay, so if I can link something that I mentioned, I will link it in the comment in the description box below. So, if you have made it to this far in the video, you have not subscribed, don't forget to subscribe. Also, click the notification bell so you don't miss any videos from me. While you're here, guys, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. And I'm going to see you guys. I'm going to see you guys Thursday, 7 o'clock.